Okay, in this video, we're going to solve this problem right here, and so let's begin. And this is an interesting problem. It's going to involve integration by parts 2 times. So I'm going to say that u is equal to sine parentheses ln parentheses x, this whole thing. My dv, I'm going to set to equal 1 dx. Now, du is going to equal, the derivative of sine is cosine, so I have cosine parentheses ln parentheses x, but then I take the derivative of the inside piece, and the derivative of ln x is 1 over x, so 1 over x dx. And now we take the integral of 1, which is just going to be x. Now we're going to write down the formula for integration by parts. So we have the integral u dv is equal to u times v minus the integral v du. And all we're doing now is just swapping. So I know u is this, so I'm going to straight up copy it. So sine parentheses ln parentheses x times v is x, minus the integral of v du, v is x, and du is this right here. So cosine parentheses ln parentheses x, close it, times 1 over x dx. Next I'm going to clean it up a little bit. So I have x times sine parentheses ln parentheses x, close it. This piece right here, I just put the x in front. Now in this piece, the x's will cancel, and so we'll have minus the integral cosine parentheses ln parentheses x, close it, dx. At this point, I'm going to use integration by parts again for this piece. This piece is done, but now I need to deal with this piece again. So we can say that u is equal to cosine parentheses ln parentheses x, and dv will say the same idea, 1 dx. And so our du will equal, the derivative of cosine is negative sine, so negative sine parentheses, we keep our inside piece, so ln parentheses x, close it, times the derivative of ln x is 1 over x dx. And the integral of 1 will be x, so v is equal to x. And so let's use a little bit more room. Now this piece remains the same. I'm going to go ahead and copy it. So x times sine parentheses ln parentheses x, close it. And this stuff right here, we're going to use that integration by parts. So I have a minus sign, so I'm going to keep it, minus parentheses. So I'm going to get u times v. And to save a little bit of space, I'm going to put the x in front. So I'm going to say x times that. So x times cosine parentheses ln parentheses x, close it, minus the integral v du. So v du. So if you notice, similar to this, we're going to have the same situation. The x's are going to cancel out because we'll have this times x, so this piece and this piece cancels out. Likewise, this is negative, but this is also negative, so you'll make it plus instead. So plus sine parentheses ln parentheses x, close it, dx. This whole thing, we're going to close our parentheses because this negative needs to distribute here and here. Now we see something special. Integral sine parentheses ln x. That's the same thing as this. So we're actually very close to being finished. So this was our original problem, and this was our last step. So we're not done yet because we have an integral right here. So we can set that these two are equal to one another. And what I'm going to do next is distribute this negative to both of these pieces. So is equal to x times sine parentheses ln parentheses x, close it. Now distribute the minus sign. So minus x cosine parentheses ln parentheses x, close it, minus integral sine parentheses ln parentheses x, close it, dx. Now because this piece and this piece is the same, why not add it? So I'm going to say plus the integral sine parentheses ln parentheses x, close it, dx, and I'm going to put it on both sides. So sine parentheses ln parentheses x dx. And by doing it, now we have 2 times this. So we have 2, the integral sine parentheses ln parentheses x dx is equal to this piece right here. So x times sine parentheses ln parentheses x minus x times cosine parentheses ln parentheses x. So one more step. So the problem we're trying to solve is this piece by itself. not 2 times it. So if I want to get rid of the 2 times, just divide by 2 on both sides. So divide by 2, divide by 2, divide by 2. And so what we're going to get is this. X times sine parentheses ln parentheses x, close it, divided by 2, minus x times cosine parentheses ln parentheses x, close it, divided by 2. And then don't forget the plus c. And this right here is your final answer, and that's all we need to do for this problem.